Break the law and you're caught on film. More Valley cities are installing red light cameras. But do these camera cops really make it safer for you on the roads? The 5i team is on this case, and Chris Hayes is live with the details you need to know. Chris.
Arizona is known for some of the most dangerous intersections in the nation, and that's why some cities say you're seeing more red light cameras. But when you look at some of the contracts the 5i team pulled, you may wonder whether cities want you to run the red and get busted by the camera cops.
How long is that yellow light?
It is a tough decision. Do you coast on through, get caught sometimes, or do you try to slam on your brakes?
Do you think you can make it through before the red?
Go for it. They all go for it here.
Police have another eye to make sure you pay a couple $100 if you don't make it.
Now we have to kind of try to stop.
Red light cameras are now in nearly every Valley city, ready to snap your picture if you break the law.
I wish I hadn't have gotten it, but I suppose if they're pretty accurate, I think.
Is it a safety tool or a moneymaker? Arizona State Senator our streets safe.
That it's the only solution cities are turning to, and they're not trying to think outside the box.
When you get a ticket, you not only pay the city, you're also funding private business. ACS, formerly known as Lockheed Martin IMS, is the company who installs many Valley cameras. As you might guess, private companies want to be sure they get their money.
The prosecution's arguments have not persuaded the court to change its ruling.
It may have led to abuse in San Diego, where a judge dismissed hundreds of red light tickets. The San Diego court based its decision on allegations that some yellow lights were shortened to catch more offenders. Many experts believe longer yellows make it easier for you to stop, keeping you from a serious accident. But the city of Mesa ran into problems when traffic engineers made a safety change to decrease violations. Mesa lengthened some yellow light times, and it dropped violations below a quota they agreed to at each intersection of 18 violations per day.
You would think fewer violations would be good news. Good news for drivers, good news for the city, and above all, safer streets.
According to this document obtained by the 5i team, Lockheed Martin took issue, pointing out severe effects to its contract, essentially saying they weren't making money on the cameras. It led to a renegotiation, which now gives the camera vendor as much as $73 per ticket. Mesa traffic officials say their move to break the contract and increase some yellow light times is proof their interest is safety.
We drive the streets. Our families and our children drive the streets. We want the system to work for everybody. We want it to be safe for everybody.
The city of Phoenix also agreed to what seems to be a quota. The contract states if the violations fall below the minimum, 10 per intersection per day, they must renegotiate camera placement. The contract clearly shows a need for the cameras to be where you're likely to run the red and pay up.
The problem is we've got cameras up there that have a contract that says you need to keep red light runners in there so that we can keep having the cameras in place.
ACS did not directly respond, but it sent us a copy of this fax it sent to the city of Mesa today. It's in response to Mesa's request to possibly lengthen more yellow lights. ACS says that would violate its contract. But in the interest of public safety, it would consider renegotiating to give Mesa that freedom and possibly set up payment on a monthly flat fee basis rather than per ticket to eliminate any possibility of impropriety. For the 5i team, I'm Chris Hayes.